upward. What are we gonna do?
I'm just gonna say hi. I'm Steve, and I'm a songwriter, and I got a buddy here, Ricky. He's a fiddle man. He makes violins. That's violin in this hand right here. Made it himself out of 3 pieces of wood. How many? Ricky, you tell the folks how many pieces of wood that you made that.
Lots. Let's put it that way.
Okay, well, we're gonna do a couple of my songs, and we're gonna start off with something I call "In My Life." Come lay down by my side, hold me real tight, kiss me babe, love me babe, oh it feels so right, and I love you, oh yes I do, treat me nice, don't ever fight, 'cause I love you, babe, with all of my might. Oh, it feels so right. Gently drops her robe on the floor. Slowly walks over and locks the door. I can't remember a better time in my life. Making love with my wife. Rubs her fingers through my hair. She makes me feel like I'm the only one there, and I can't remember a better time in my life. Making love with my wife. From her toes to her nose, from her eyes to her thighs, she drives me crazy. From her lips to her hips, I can't resist. I can't make it a baby. man? You want to touch that little button there?
Sure.
Okay, this next song is something that's been in the works for a couple of decades now. It's just haven't quite settled down yet. It's called My Life. Living my life, paycheck at a time, working in a factory, never saved a dime. I broke the law, I done the time, I took another man's wife, and I made her mine. I think it's time I settle down, I think it's time I take a look around. I think it's time I stop and see just who it is I wanna be. I saw Supertramp and Genesis when they were young. I saw Dark Side of the Moon before it was #1. I was born in the 50s when Elvis was hot, and in the 70s I just partied along. I think it's time I settle down, I'm sure it's time I take a look around. I think it's time I stop and see just who it is I wanna be. My past, or are they up ahead? Is she gone forever, or is she in my bed? I think it's time I settle down, so it's time I take a look around. I think it's time I stop and see just who it is I wanna be. I tried heroin, not smoked crack, I drove hookers in my Cadillac. I think it's time I settle down, I think it's time I take a look around. So it's time I stop and see just who it is I wanna be. Genesis when they were young. Saw Dark Side of the Moon before it was #1. I'm getting old, I got a little gray, but I love life, I'm doing okay. Think it's time I settle down, so it's time I take a look around. Think it's time I stop and see just who it is I wanna be. But the answers in my past, or are they up ahead? Is she gone forever, or is she in my bed? I think it's time I settle down, so it's time I take a look around. I think it's time I stop and see just who it is I wanna be. hope you enjoyed that one. That's a lot of fun to do, ain't it, Ricky?